Welcome back to the More Than Transgender podcast. Summer of 1980, I'll never forget. The last year of middle school, one last school change, advancing to high school, and playing third trumpet in the marching band, concert band, and pep band. My mom had gotten her income tax return from the job she held from the previous year. Unselfishly, she bought my brother a pair of basketball shoes to keep his ball playing vision alive and a trumpet to take my musical vision to the next level. I don't remember if she had put back any for herself or not. I think she spent it all on us. It was so funny getting home and not knowing what I was doing. I blew and blew, but still couldn't get any sound out of the trumpet. We actually took it back to the music store saying it was broken and didn't work. We didn't get a refund, but the store owner suggested consulting the music teacher at my school. So I did that, and lo and behold, I learned that I wasn't getting any sound because I wasn't puckering my lips to give it sound. My music teacher worked with me for a few weeks after school till I got the basics down. I could read music well enough to play the scales up and down and play the song I Love You Truly. I even played it along with the courthouse bells when it would play. Then one day he sprung on me that time was running out and that I needed to sign up for band camp so I could learn how to play and march at the same time. I was like, what? He said I knew enough to do it. So I went for it. I didn't do much else that summer, but practiced when I could. I used to go back and forth with my grandpa because he insisted that it was the bugle and I insisted that it was the trumpet. Everyone was so proud of me, finally, especially my cousins. High school registration was so nerve wracking. Had to pick my classes, get locker assignment, figure out where homeroom would be, and make sure I filled out everything right so I wouldn't miss signing up for band camp. Band camp was quite an experience. We showed up early and said hello to Mr. Sun with some stretches, then practiced the halftime show, music, and some marching drills before breaking for lunch. We would go home, then be back in the afternoon for more drills till early evening. It felt like a couple of months, but I think it was only 2 or 3 weeks right before my freshman year started and our first halftime show performance. I hated the hot, sticky, humid weather and the mosquitoes, but I hung in there. Couldn't let the mosquitoes bite me, though. I couldn't stand. Drove my director crazy. Of course, high school brought new challenges of being picked on, but I always stood my ground. Things never got too out of hand. So, unlike schools in America today, a few girls always wanted to argue and pick fights. I guess I was that intimidating and didn't know it. Our summer band uniforms didn't help either. Black and yellow short shorts and t-shirts. Some swore I was wearing pantyhose underneath because of how perfect my skinny legs looked. How crazy was that? Then I found a new interest, the majorettes and batons. I guess I figured if I was going to be flaming, I was going to go all out. I was so mesmerized with the majorettes that I used to fake playing the trumpet so I could study their routines while we practiced halftime shows. I had our routines down enough to make it look good. I practiced enough trumpet at home to get by, and then the rest of the time I was outside twirling batons. I even got a couple tips from the majorettes and a past drum major. They all said it was all in the timing. I would need that tip for future reference. It was so ironic that I was in the marching band and was so out of touch with football. I was doing great telling someone who won Friday night's game, let alone who we played. I really couldn't have cared less, and it showed. My mom always asked me who won, and I couldn't tell her most of the time. She'd ask, "How are you in the marching band?" and not know what team won the game. I didn't pay attention until we played our main rivals. My mom was also proud when the third trumpets had a 5 note solo in one of the songs. I kept telling her that it was three of us playing, but all she heard was me. I didn't live that one down for the rest of the school year. Unfortunately, the sexual abuse continued. Bigger school, more boys around, more older boys around, more opportunities. It always amazed me that some of the very ones that were sending me signals in class that we were okay to hook up after school were the same ones that picked on me. It was understood that they could be on the down low with me, even if each other knew, but I'd better not tell. And I didn't until there was an incident when I was forced against my will. This later, during my sophomore year, I think it was.